Hey guys, welcome back to Clever. I'm Katie, this is Deidre, of course.
Hey guys, what's up?
And today we are really excited and lucky because we have the star of the new CW show, The Tomorrow People, Robbie Amell himself. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited about this show. We are lucky because we actually already saw the whole entire pilot. But for those who haven't seen it, kind of walk us through the plot, the gist of what fans can expect.
The show is kind of like, it's a little X-Men-y, it's a little Heroes. If you saw the movie Chronicle, you know, our director Danny Cannon, who's incredible, he really wanted it to be a show about, superpowers and these incredible things, but grounded in the real world.
Yeah.
So when I was talking to him about it before we started shooting, I asked what he wanted me to kind of pull from, and he said Jake Gyllenhaal in Donnie Darko.
Oh, wow, that's your inspiration?
You kind of look like Jake a little bit. Do you
Thanks,
get that
I'll take that. No, but sure.
Brothers separated at birth.
But he wanted the real side of things, where if you started to think you were losing your mind, like somebody was talking to you in your head and you couldn't stop it, if you were waking up in weird places and you had no real reason why it was happening, it would totally freak you out, and not knowing your dad because you think he went crazy. So he wanted these real grounded emotions set in this fantastic world.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing, like you said, is that you're a normal kid, you're in school, and then there's this whole alternate universe that kind of exists within that world. So it's kind of relatable, of course, on a very crazy level, but there's a lot of relatable things. I think there's a little brewing of a love triangle. Can you kind of touch on that a little bit?
Definitely. Well, it seems like there's two love triangles that could happen, because there's
Astrid, is that her name?
Yes. Astrid and I are best friends. She's my only friend from, when I used to be a normal kid, since I kind of snapped and started having these.
She appreciates your quirks.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's Peyton List, who plays Kara, and she's inside my head. She knows everything about me. She knows, every dark little problem I have, and she's the only person that really understands what I'm going through. And then she's already in a relationship with Luke Mitchell, who plays John Young.
Yes.
John Young.
I totally hope I'm saying his name right, because it might be a different last name than that.
Now, speaking of superpowers, the show addresses the 3 T's.
Yes.
Let me see if I can get this. Telepathy, telekinesis, and teleportation.
Yes.
Yes.
And what's my 4th one?
You do. You're like a special.
Oh yeah,
you have a 4th.
I don't want to give it away too much because they haven't seen the pilot.
Spoilers.
But you do have a special
It's okay.
one.
It's in the trailer anyway.
Oh,
if you watch the like 3.5 minute trailer, I can stop time.
That's right, because you stopped.
I mean, I just got chills thinking about that brilliant combo of those 4 things. I mean, imagine if we could do those things in real life. Which one would you love to have in your corner?
I get this question in every interview. Like, if you could have one superpower, what would you have? And I don't know. Like, I'm a child.
Yeah.
I wish I had superpowers. The nice thing is on the show I get to have multiple powers. I don't even have to choose just one.
Talk about the uncle situation, because also in the pilot we meet him, but he kind of wants to extinct the Tomorrow People. Yeah,
you find out he's my uncle at the end of the pilot and also in the trailer. We just threw the whole show
pilot into the trailer.
His name is Jedediah. And
all these names are very
exotic.
A lot of them are pulled from the original.
Okay.
I believe Jedediah is, and he's played by Mark Pellegrino. I was a huge Lost fan, so he played He played Jacob in Lost. He was incredible. He plays. I'm pretty sure he plays Lucifer in Supernatural, and one of my first scenes with him was him with me strapped to a chair, and he's interrogating me, and he's the nicest person, one of the nicest people I've ever met when the camera's not rolling. And then it turns on and he's absolutely
flips the switch.
Terrifying.
He's terrifying.
He's so fantastic.
Can you sort of talk about then your relationship with the Tomorrow People versus him? Because they don't get along, but you possibly could because he's family.
Yeah, throughout throughout the pilot, the Tomorrow People kind of take me in and treat me as one of their own, but they lie to me about a bunch of things. They lie to me about my father, and as horrible a person Jedediah is made out to be, he never lies to me in the whole pilot. You know, he doesn't have the greatest intentions, but he never, like, he's always completely straightforward with me.
Honesty points.
Yeah, and ultimately he is the only person that knows what happened to my dad or where my dad might be. And so I have I have to make a huge decision as to whether to stick with these people who brought me in and treated me as their own, or to go with somebody who's actually family and may lead me to my father.
A dilemma.
Yes. And speaking of family, I know it's a big night on the CW. Wednesday nights is going to be the night of the Amells. Yes. Are you and Steven competitive at all?
Not really. I mean, there's a 7-year age gap, so we don't audition for a lot of things against each other, and when we do, we're not really up for the same roles, and I mean, that's really the only place we would have competition. We don't play any sports against each other or anything.
Right.
But we do play fantasy football against each other.
Same
so there's
league?
actually definite competition.
Wow.
Yes, in fantasy football. Our whole group of friends takes it very, very seriously.
Is there a bet? Do you win a prize?
Everybody puts $50 in, but the money doesn't mean anything.
It's all the bragging rights.
Total bragging rights.
Last question, and we'll let you go. I would die personally. I think Katie would agree with me for a little Amell cousin crossover. Can we expect maybe Steven popping up on Tomorrow People? Maybe you having a little cameo on Arrow?
Never say never.
The producers, we do share a producer. Greg Berlanti produces Arrow and the Tomorrow People, and he knows how obsessed I am with Batman. So if there's ever the opportunity to play Bruce Wayne on Arrow,
it's yours.
And the age is remotely close to my age, if it's if it's an adult role, then that's fine. But if it's even close to, and you know what, if it's an adult role, let them age me.
Yes.
Let them I'll go full prosthetics for this.
The Tomorrow People airs October 9th at 9 p.m. on the CW, so make sure you guys tune in. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys.
We're excited to
Me
watch
too.
more and more and to see what happens.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.